Alright, we're doing it. Build failed, what the heck? It just started. It just started. What the hell was I doing yesterday? I left this in such a sad state. We got a new Halloween radio playing. We'll see how that goes. A little spoopy. It's officially fall. Love it. My favorite season. What was I doing here? Oh, I know. Okay, so I was working on a cleave ability, and I needed to, like, get access to an ability that had been activated. And I was trying to find that ability using something like this, which is not blueprintable. Let me do that real quick then. Let's make a blueprint version of that. The number of functions that I have had to just wrap. Maybe I should just put this on my ability system component. In DOS utility section. This is going to be fine. I'll just call this something like get ability from class. I guess it's going to return a spec handle. Is that what this returns as well? F gameplay ability spec. And you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen when I return this gameplay ability spec? Is that I'm not going to have anything. I'm not going to be able to use it, do anything with it in blueprints. And I guess I just need to pass in a gameplay class, T subclass of U gamer play ability pointer. Forget ability class. Const, sure. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Thank you, Copilot. Thank you. Now, let me look at this. What do I have here that's like... Okay, this is always the CDO. But I need to call back, I need to like end the ability and shit, and like commit the ability. And that needs an instance. What other functions do I have? Find ability. Find ability. Abilities. I'm thinking that I may need to send an event back to that ability, which is kind of fucking annoying. It's kind of fucking annoying. Yeah, I feel like trying to get the instance, not the CDO, but the instance of the gameplay ability is going to be something that I'm going to have to fight the gameplay system about. And it's probably not going to let me have what I want. Let me just see what else I have here. I have get all abilities. But it returns a handle. Get activatable abilities, which returns specs. I just checked the spec. The spec does not have the instance on it. Explicitly says that it has a CDO. Yeah, maybe I can't do this. Okay, let's just let's boot up the engine. Let's jump back in there. I may just need to like send a gameplay event and then listen for it. What else could I do? I think it's my only other option. Because, like, essentially why it's difficult, like, I have an ability that I want to activate that modifies a different ability, essentially. Or rather, a thing that is a side effect of another... Side effect of another ability. That happens at a later time, right? Because what I'm trying to do is a cleave, and that's going to damage multiple enemies on the next auto swing, or on the next just melee attack, I think. And so I just need to, essentially what it's doing now is it's just, when you activate this cleave ability, and then it's like, it's activated, I don't end it or anything, and then that adds an ability modifier effect. And on any subsequent damage events that happen, it checks to see if there's any ability modifier effects, and if there are any that should be applied to damage, and when it does that, it calls this method on my ability modifier effect that is going to deal the damage to the other targets. And that is happening right here. The problem is, it's creating a new damage effect that it is going to apply to these targets. I'm getting the nearest targets within a box. And what I want to do are these two things right here. I want to also spend the ability's resources, which I'm actually going to have its health. It's going to cost health. And then I want to end the ability. Now, both of these nodes take in the gameplay ability, like an instance of the gameplay ability, which I thought I could just get from the context, and I technically can, but it's not working, and it crashes when it gets here because apparently the actor info is null, which is necessary to call both of these. So that's super annoying, and I'm thinking that the reason that is because any ability instance that's passed around is actually the default object and not actually the proper instance that I'm wanting to end. Oh, excuse me. So I think scooch that down. I think what I'll want to do. Why did I do this? Oh, this is old. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Yeah, so I guess, like, is there an event on... Well, I guess I have to do, like, wait for gameplay event or something. Wait for ability activate. Wait for ability activate with tag requirements. Now that's an interesting one. Could I use that in place of my ability modifier effect system? Nope. I mean, all it really gives me is the ability. And I don't necessarily know that, like, because I could just listen for the next melee auto attack or the next melee attack to be activated, but I don't necessarily know that that would connect. So I think you can activate it, and then by the time damage comes through, the target can be out of range. I don't think that's going to be a perfect solution there. Wait until... These are so interesting. They have so many of these that I didn't realize they had these. Wait for gameplay effect removed. It needs a handle. What is in here? Okay. No help there. Yeah, none of those... So where is the... thought there was a wait for gameplay event. Wait game. Of course, it's like the one not named wait for. Wait until the specified gameplay tag event is triggered on a target ability system component. By default, so what are the difference between these two? Ability async waits, gameplay event. Like one's async, one's not. Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be the one I want, and I'm going to have to create some sort of tag. And I can put something in the payload to be like, here's like the class or something. Because what is this event essentially? Would it be here? Send gameplay event to actor. I guess it's kind of just like complete ability, right? Wait, what? Oh, I read Q for some reason. I read make gameplay queue data, which is not what that says. And I think the optional object should actually be a subclass of my gameplay ability base. And this needs to be the cleave class. So essentially telling this event. What? Oh, I can't do that. I mean, that makes sense. So I guess I'll have to construct object from class or something. Just create like a dummy for it to like unpack after this event is handled, or when this event is handled. Okay. Are you there? It's messy. So let me cook though. Let me cook. That was cute. Target data. Should I just outsource this to the ability? I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to split this apart. I think I want it all in one place. I think I'd prefer that one place to be the ability, but I do need to modify the. What this is doing is actually modifying the auto attack, because there's some bonus damage that's going to get applied as well. Okay, so you're all dead to me. Get out of here. Okay, apply to the targets. Yes, I'll just need to create a gameplay tag. I don't know that I need that there anymore, but might as well. And actually, I may want to change that. Because this effect spec is actually this is the auto attack that's happening. So does it make more sense for this damage to be from the auto attack or from the cleave ability? I think it makes more for, like, this one is the modified auto attack. I think it makes more sense for this to be from the from the cleave. I think what I'll do is I'll take that. Again, let me cook. This is messy. It'll get prettier. Pop that in there. Extend a little bit. Get a little breathing room. Reroute that bitch. Okay. This is gonna happen right there. I know we've got some crisscrossing. We've got some crisscrossing links here. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now I just need a tag, essentially. And now this, put that there. And then I'm gonna say if optional object get class equals cleave, EA cleave, then we're going to want to handle this. When we receive the event. Okay. And what am I doing here? I'm committing the ability. So commit ability and then end the ability. And I think, oh fuck. You know what I'll need to do? Okay, so this is like a this is a latent ability. So what I'll actually need to do is in here before I even get here. So maybe I can just add a pin here. I'll need to check. I need to move this even more up. Let's put that. We're gonna put that. Here, we're actually gonna do it on a separate branch, but scooch all that over. I'm gonna just need to put this in a variable. Promote to local variable. And you are now, what are you? You are cleave CD CDO. And so what I'll need to do here is check cost. Check ability cost. Because this is a latent ability, I will need to make sure that I still have the resources at this point. If I don't, actually I can still just send that same event, right? Let's hook these back up quite quick. And so this is actually kind of, I'm going to do this regardless. So what I'm going to do here is actually... So I will want to kind of cancel the ability, right? So let's pop a sequence in here. I hate that you can't, okay, so one thing I hate that you can't do. So I have some nodes copied, right? I want to be able to drag off here and paste the nodes and have them be connected to that. That would be a very nice feature. So yeah, essentially, yeah, even if that's false, we're still going to do that. Now I just need to create the tag. Okay, let's go in the create the tag. What are we calling this? This is probably like a general, this is going to be something like complete, I think is probably a good name for this event. Okay, that's all we need to do there. So I commissioned someone off Fiverr to make me into, this is Chibi me. Does that look like me? This is going to be the new style of emote. I'll probably order more once this one is finished. Which I'm sure it already it is at some level. Does this look like me? I feel like this looks like me. I had to tell her to give it a longer beard. she had a very short beard. Hey, Firmstool. What do you think? What do you think? Does this look like me enough? That's me, right? Close enough. Close enough. It's gonna be super tiny in Twitch chat anyway, so I don't need hyper realism. Okay, so now that we got that tag, let's plop that in. Plop that in. Complete. Complete. Only trigger once. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. I actually didn't need that to move down. Yeah. Okay, let's see what happens now. Should still have my target dummies. Okay. You know what? I'm so ashamed of myself. It needs an icon. Before I test it out, I need an icon. I can't test it without an icon. Ability Warrior Cleave. Yep, that's the one. That is the one. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now that looks good. Okay. So, okay. Applied. Did that actually apply? Did anything happen? Wait. Okay, now I have to even check if that got applied. Show debug. Ability system. Wait, did I even type that right? I did not. Okay. Okay, I don't think that got applied at all. Well, shit. Okay, maybe it did. Check ability cost. God fucking damn it. Current actor info is null again. Son of a bitch. Dude, I just need to. How do I set the ability info? How do I set, or what did I say? Ability. How do I set the actor info? Like, I should have that information. Is there a set actor info or something? It's probably not in Blueprints. I'm gonna go out on a whim and say there is a way to do that in C++, not in Blueprints. Let's go to my ability base. I'm just gonna pick a random spot here. Set actor info. Set current actor info. Full game dev. Hey dude, how you doing? And so now I need to like make actor info, I suppose. I need the spec handle as well. Yay. This is being so annoying. The ability system is being so annoying. It's misbehaving. So can I make actor info? What if I just typed in actor info? Well, I could probably just use the actor info from the melee auto attack ability, but it also wants the ability spec handle. Which would I even have that? Let me see here. Get a reference to self. Okay, so self is a gameplay effect here. What can I get? Can I get like can I get the source ability this way? Probably not. No, okay, no help there. I just need to check the cost. I can make my own function for this, but that's just like super annoying. And yeah, of course you can't set actor info from blueprints, yeah. Yep. So, let me check here. I literally overrode check cost. But I guess the blueprinted version of this is what had the assertion to like stop it. Can I get current actor info? You can't even get dude, I'm so annoyed at like what is and isn't in blueprints with the gameplay ability system. Not a day has gone by where I've not had to create some wrapper function. How do I want to do this? Do I just want to make a check cost, my own check cost function that just like takes in a class? I suppose. I mean, I probably should keep it within. Yeah, I guess I guess what I should do is just create my own like set actor. I'll need to get actor info as well, because I'll need to get it from the other ability. Then I'll just need to make some spec handle from that instance. Oh, man. Okay, here's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to create my own check cost function with blackjack and hookers. It's going to be great. I guess I should put it by the other one. Bool check cost CDO. Well, this can be static, I think, yeah? And then this is going to need to take in some actor info. Like, I can't even get actor info in blueprints, though. That's the fucking annoying part. I suppose let's put this on my ability system component, and it won't be static anymore. And it will just take in the class Okay, so yeah, we will need to get default object. Where you gameplay statics, maybe? Hang on, where is this one at? Check ability cost. It's K2 check ability cost. Okay, that's what we're gonna call. Not this or null pointer. Oh, it doesn't, it should not be. I guess this shouldn't be then const if that one isn't. And that has no params, so I don't know why you thought it did, Copilot. So now ability set actor get actor info set. Why can't I didn't I just see that there was one? It's not even const. I just saw that this was a thing. Why is it not a thing anymore? Oh, is it fucking private? Oh, it's fucking private, that's why. Where's it at? Where's it at? Is it? Is it private? Why wasn't that showing up? I'll need to make an outgoing spec. It's actually a spec handle. They name these quite confusingly. Get selected actor info. I thought that there would be ability actor info. I suppose that's what I can use then. F gameplay effect spec handle. Oops, I need ability spec handle. Gameplay ability spec handle. Okay, now that's happy. Can I just like no? I need to make this a shared pointer to a so I can just like dot get, right? Okay, wait. Okay, now what's the problem? What's the problem now? Member is in excess. Why didn't you point this out before? This is what I thought would happen. Ryder, you said everything was all good for a second, though. Ooh, that is so annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, like... I have to make this my own gameplay ability. My gameplay ability base. Okay. Now I'm done messing up the engine files. So now I'm going to need to make this... I have to make this its own thing as well. Which makes me then just want to put this on... Okay, now we're just going to put this on the ability itself then. Back to where I was. Okay, check cost CDO. This is going to be static now, and instead of the class passed in, we are going to pass in a U ability system component, owning component, and that's how we're going to get the actor info. Owning component, ability actor info, get it. Do I need... I guess I need to pass in the class as well, right? Yeah. T subclass of... what is it now? U, my gameplay ability base, yes. Oh my god, this is such a long side quest just to do what I'm wanting. Okay, is this all fine now? Is this all fine? Oh my god, 18 actions. Okay, what is this? Oh, did I change the source code files accidentally? Undo? That would explain why there's so many. Let's try that again. Okay, this seems better. Will it build? Okay. It will. It shall. It shan't? No. Okie dokie then. Okay. Check cost CDO. Okay. Itself components. Cleave. Okay, now. That was trippy. I thought my music was glitching there for a second. Okay, now I don't need to do this here. Although I probably should still, because we're using it down there. We'll just squeeze this in here. Real nice and tight, real snug. There we go, perfect. Beautiful. Okay, now what's going to happen? What else is going to fail? Okay, I clicked the ability. I fucking knew it. Okay, this file looks like... What is happening here? Check ability cost. What do you... What? I explicitly set the actor info. What? Are you no? What? How is it null? I just said it. What the heck? It's literally right here. Oh my freaking goodness. What is wrong? Why can I not just check? Why can't I just check the cost? Come on now. Oh, I wonder if it's the... Is it the spec handle that's giving it the problem? Let's investigate further. It's this assertion now that's like triggering, right? This assertion failed. Current actor info. Yeah, so actor info is... Yeah, it's null here. What? How is that possible? How on earth? Oh, just Unreal Engine things. Oh, this is painful. You know what? I bet that's the issue. I bet I shouldn't even use this. I bet it didn't hit that. Okay, Ryder, come on now. Thank you. Okay. Relationship ended with set current info. Now, oh my god, they're private. Are you serious? Wait, what is that? Mutable const. Okay. This is private. It's like... Okay, we'll make it a pointer. Now what's the issue? Okay, enough with the debugger. Oh, right, it's, I need to do this. Okay, are we good now? Is that enough for you? Current, spec handle there. Spec handle, it's probably actually... Where is this? Where do these get made at? Wait, where are these getting? Where does the engine make these at? Okay, now I got some more results. I need to know where. I need to see an example of how these are made. Where's that show how it's made when you need it? I know how fucking peanut butter and mason jars are made. Give ability. Does that do something in it? returns spec.handle. I mean, it just makes an ability spec. I can't make an ability spec though, can I? These are effect specs, not ability specs. What does it actually do with the... oh my god, this is such a pain. What is it? What do you do with the current spec handle? What do you do with this handle? You're getting the ability level. Yeah, okay, I suppose that's... Yeah, I suppose I'm gonna need that. Because I could have it have different costs per what level it is. Oh my god, man. This is way more painful than it should be. So now what can I do? Because I have this gameplay effect that's essentially just acts as a listener. And I need to like call back to the actual active ability and figure out if it's still capable of being executed, like if I still have enough resources to cast it, essentially. And then, but the trick is that like this is happening right before I'm about to deal damage, like when damage has been dealt and I'm like calculating the damage. So I need to know in that latent effect listener thingo that I need to know whether this can be applied or not, because I need to know whether or not I can increase the current damage. You know what I need to do? You know what I think I can do here? Okay. Should I do this? So what I'm calling ability modifiers, they're gameplay effects. Ability modifier effect. And this is that function that we were looking at in blueprints for the cleave, where all the cleave stuff was getting calculated at. And the way I'm storing these is as instances of the effect. I'm storing them in the ability system component. Right here. This is it. And so I could... What I could do is just have some information stored on here. Excuse me. Like having the actual instance of that ability that's currently active would be brilliant. But I was already sitting here debating. I say sitting here. I've been thinking that I want to change this to just be a class rather than an instance. Can you come here? This is the noisiest little doggo. She has you fooled. She looks nice and quiet now. But when I'm trying to think, she's nice and noisy. She's fucking staring at me right now. Yeah, so I was debating whether or not I should have these as instances, because I wasn't actually using the instance for anything. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to have... Because these essentially, what these are most representing are talents. In the case we're currently talking about with Cleave, it's actually representing an ability. And I don't think I'm ever going to have multiple instances of the same talent or ability like applied in this map. So that's why I wanted to change that, and that still feels like the right move. I made this as an instance when I didn't know what this system was going to turn into, but I'm coming across a scenario where it may be nice to add some sort of object on there. So hang on. Stop that build. Stop that build. Let's add a pointer to you, my gameplay ability base, source ability, and that's going to be null most of the time. Actually, I may need to do some more things here, because there is a grant ability modifier effect. So it returns the effect, and I should be able to set it there. It is blueprint read only, so that may need to be blueprint read write. Oy. Man, every time I change my ability system component, there's 18 actions being built. 18 thingos. Okay, so we'll see if this can help us out. Should probably be a visible only, rather than editable, because editable wouldn't really make sense. The edit anywhere specifier. Like, I don't intend to edit this in blueprint defaults at all. Bro, this is a spooky skeleton song right here. Okay, so in Cleave, we create the ability modifier effect. I don't know, I don't do anything. Oh yeah, I remove it down there. Okay, so set source ability itself. Bro, this song is so spooky. It's crazy. Okay, so we've set that source ability, which means back in here, I don't need to do any of this CDO nonsense. Right? I can just get source ability directly. Wow. Okay. If this works, I can just use, I can just check cost without doing any of that nonsense. Right? I can do that without any of that. I'm so ready for this not to work, though. I have no faith in the engine. Something is going to be missing somewhere. I'm doing things that shouldn't be done. Where else was I using that? There it is. Spooky, spooky skeleton. All right, let's crash. Whoa, it fucking worked! Oh, it should be ending though. It shouldn't be doing that every time. It didn't crash though, hell yeah. There's the cleave, there it is. Now, you shouldn't be continuously doing that, sir. So let's check that if this gets... yeah, let's check here as well. Okay. Okay, none of that gets fucking reached. Okay. Do I have like the tags set up and everything? Event tag complete. Wait gameplay. By default, this will look at the owner of this ability. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll trigger once. Okay, so we're not even hitting that branch. So we're not even getting. We ain't getting nothing. Now, where was that? Here we go. Ah, I didn't populate the actor. That is the issue. Get owning, get actor, something, something, something. Does it just get owner? Oh yeah, just get owner. Get the owner. Okay. I am so confident that this is going to work that I'm going to remove those breakpoints. Those two can go away. I'm done with those. Okay. Activated the ability. The ability is active. I'm going to cleave. Oh! This didn't happen. This is the first time. What is happening here? What is happening here? Ah, container has changed during ranged for iteration. I see. Okay, so why would that have happened? Yeah, I'm doing things latently, so it would make sense that that would happen. But I don't know specifically why that's happening, because it should be like separate steps. I have to look at this ability again. So obviously, like, remove active gameplay effect. Should I be doing these in reverse order? I don't need to be doing that at all. I'm not applying a shback anymore. And that can be deleted. So this is where I'm modifying it when this ability is ending. And I suppose it happened in apply ability modifier effects. I see. I think I see. I think I know what's happening here. Why didn't that happen the first time, though? Is my question. So, let me look here. Yeah. So we actually do make. We're making the ability modifier here and adding it, and then we're returning at the very end of this. But what we're doing before the end is sending this gameplay event, which I suppose is getting handled. It's weird that those are happening at the same time. That they're not thread locked. Or that rather the handling of gameplay events is like, it's not only like, I guess I thought it would happen like all within a tick or something, right? Like, and they wouldn't be happening at the same time. Like, one would happen before the other if you sent a game. But I guess sending a gameplay event, I wonder if it matters, because there was there's two of these. If used in an ability graph, this async action will wait even after activation ends. It's recommended to use wait gameplay event instead. Okay, which is what I'm using. Okay, so maybe neither of that will change. So I suppose what do I do? Like, I have to like do like a scope lock or some shit like that? How do I do that? How do I thread lock something? Isn't there's just like a little scope lock or something, right? I thought there was... Am I using the wrong terminology here? Because none of this seems like what I need. Nice, nice. Love that. Love links that lead to nowhere. Okay, C++. Lock variable? Like... Set unlock, not level. What's the terminology I'm looking for here? Let me just look up something generic. Oh, okay. Is there anything about locking in here? Use flip-flops. Flip-flops. While reading a variable is thread safe. Yeah, well, I guess not when it's in a ranged for loop. I suppose I could just change. It's just because it's doing the this thing, right? I suppose I could just change it to a for I, and then just check if it's valid before doing anything. That might be the easiest way to fix it. I think this is what I'm looking for. Scope lock. What is critical here? Well, critical... The F scope lock will take care of all the locking and unlocking for you. Okay. F scope lock. It's called mutex. Okay, that's the terminology I'm looking for, I suppose. Is there any Unreal Engine documentation on that? Who am I fucking kidding? Of course there's fucking not. Why am I even asking? Okay, yeah, just forum posts. That's all we got. Best I can do is a forum post. You're gonna take this 5 years old forum post and you're gonna like it. 2 years. 2 years old. Okay, the selection is this, I guess. Well, why not? You like that? What do you need, scope block? Now, how do I do one of these? How do I make a critical? So I need more examples. How do they do it? It just has critical. But what actually is critical? I don't understand how to use these. Okay, Unreal Engine, how to use critical selection. So wait, how does this it just says create a critical selection, but how does that actually determine like what variable I need to give it a variable somehow? I just create this in the object, I suppose. Is that what it's saying? That's not spelled right. Critical. He was just saying do lock and unlock. I guess let's see if that fixes us. I don't have high hopes. I'm gonna run to the bathroom while that's building. Okay, back. The spoopy vibes. I guess let's test this some more and see if it keeps failing or not. Yeah, that didn't change a damn thing, did it? Okay, let's just do this instead. Instead of trying to fuck around with shit I don't know shit about fuck about. Let's just do for I ability modifiers dot num. Oh god, I guess I have to like get the keys and shit because this is a map. Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying that I also can't inline get the keys. Oh, I have to like pass it a fucking... Ugh. Okay. Now I suppose, yeah, I need to check if I suppose the key would always be valid. I just need to make sure. I need to do if no, not that. That's an int? Why is that an int? Oh, that's a level. Okay. Do the same thing here as well. But we need to do it for the target instead. Suppose we can just reuse that same array. This should be a target component. Uh-huh. Right there, yes, yes, yes. And we should scoot this down. Scoot that down. Locality, behavior, and whatnot. So let me check. Does this actually clear? It does. It does. Okay. All good there. So we can reuse that same array. We'll be fine. Okay. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Okay. Yeah, this should be Should be a fine way. Should I write a comment here about why we need a 4i? Probably should. Well, if it works, how about this? If it works, I'll write the comment there explaining why we need a 4i, so I don't inadvertently change that later at some time. Thinking that it's, oh, I could just do a 4 each here. I am kind of digging this playlist. Okay. Are you fucking shitting me? What is happening here? So this is empty. Okay, I didn't... So, somehow... God, that is a fucking... Like, it changed in between here and here, which is kind of crazy. I checked right before I did it. Okay, and so the reason this is happening is because in the cleave ability, I am listening for the gameplay event that I send before I return the ability modifiers. Okay, I guess I need to go back to the thread scope block thing and actually make that work. I didn't think that, I mean, I could do this, but I don't want to actually call this function if it's not valid. And I didn't think that it would be able to change in between these two. I mean, I guess that makes sense. If it changed while I was iterating, it could change then as well. Okay, back to the thread scope block thing though. Can someone tell me, someone smarter than me, can you show me how to use it? Scope lock. Okay, what are these people are talking about something that, so I need this one. So do I just need to define this? Like I don't need to do anything else with it? Like that's all I need to do? Let me look inside here. Seems like I need to initialize it as well. Let me find usages here. What is raw info lock? Okay, now where is this used? So that doesn't get instantiated. Is that just a different way to use it? Do I have to use it that way? Because the way this person has, like the read lock, read unlock. Doesn't seem to use that at all. This doesn't have those functions at all. This does. I really just need the read. Or I guess I need, oh, hang on, let me go back to read this. When constructed with this, okay, yeah, you have to do that. So I don't think I need like a global one then. I need so I just need it to not be written while I'm iterating. And then they just uses one of these globally. Global is in global to the class. Raw info lock. Am I not doing that the same way? Raw info lock. I'm doing it the same way here. Non-const value reference. I feel like I'm using this the exact same way as is done here. It doesn't seem to like that. I mean, this does the same shit. Do I need to import this? Does that make it better? Is that what I need to import? Okay, what is this saying to me? Non-const L value reference to type read write lock cannot bind to R value of type blah blah blah. I'm literally using this the same way that I see it in code though. Oh, they don't. I'm dumb. They don't have that in front of it. Wow. Okay. I was reading the fucking writer one. Ugh. I was reading the fucking writer ampersand or whatever that writer put there, and in my head I was like, oh, I need to add that. That's a dumb moment right there, though. Okay. Will this actually work now? Let's rename this now that it works. So that's going to prevent it from getting written during this iteration. I'll change it the for loop back if this ends up working. This has been such a long... Okay, I've been on for an hour and a half, and I've worked on this ability prior to this stream as well. Goddamn, I did not think a fucking cleave ability would be so damn complicated. The amount of grief this one has given me is crazy. So I wonder, actually, if a better way... So I have the source ability here. Should I just call back to the... Well, let's see if this... Let's see if what I did worked. Okay, we're just frozen now. I thought it should automatically unlock, no? Yeah, okay, so I guess I'm thread locked. Why would that have locked? Am I thinking about this backwards? Should I have done a read here? A read lock here? Just Unreal things, yeah, for real. That has been... I should just rename the stream to that, the stream title. So that is what's been happening tonight. I would like to understand how to use these scope locks, though, because I think they could be very handy in the future. But I think maybe I'll just call back to the ability. Okay, yeah. See, that didn't lock it properly at all. So the right lock, I guess it never like. It seemed like it didn't unlock it, which is weird. God, where's Dr. Elliot when you need him? You should go look in the mirror and say his name 3 times. But like, I think rather than using the, we're just gonna get rid of that. I'm pretty sure I can do it without it. Well, hang on, let me think about this. I think I understand what's happening, actually. I think I was thinking about this wrong. So what happens is, this function gets hit. We start iterating over it. We get to the supply ability modifiers, which calls the cleave one. The cleave one literally removes itself by calling that event, which actually, I guess, is handled synchronously. And therefore it cannot apply its ability modifier that it's created. So I actually need to wait to do that. Okay, yeah, no, I think it's actually happening synchronously, and that is the problem. I think if it was happening async, it would be probably easier. Okay, so this is actually kind of a pickle. It's quite a pickle, actually. I need like a better condition to remove it. So I have this right here. What? How the fuck would I do this? So there's not actually a gameplay effect applied, so that would never get hit. Oh boy, what have I coded myself into? What have I coded myself into? I think I actually did probably use that scope lock thing correctly. It just wasn't happening on another thread, so everything just fucking froze. Okay, I think what I need to do okay, I have an idea. There's like, can I delay for like a single? Oh, perfect. Okay. I think this might be what we need here. The thing is, like, why did this? Oh, because it wasn't getting removed. That's why it worked the first time. There we go. And it got removed. Okay, but there was something pending kill or whatever. Attempted to access cleave via source ability, but it was not valid. Correct, because that should have gotten... Yeah, that should have gotten removed. Like, it shouldn't hit that the second time. Hang on, let me see when that pops up. That didn't pop up until I had the second swing, right? Yeah, so I guess the... So at this point, the next tick should have happened and it should have removed the ability modifier effect, right? There's no new damage effect created or anything yet. Then that happens? Wait, why would that happen? I actually don't think I need this event at all anymore, but maybe I'll change that here in a second. Why would that still be there? Why would that still... Why is this still sticking around? Okay, let me... Let's change back our loops here to the good uns. Back. There's probably a better way for me to do this, but I'm just going to click on each of these individually. No, I actually do need that base value in there, though. That is the one thing I think I need. Cortana, no one wants you. Damn it, Windows Cortana. Okay, maybe that had something to do with it. But what I'm gonna do is, first of all, stop that. And then I'm gonna throw a breakpoint, I guess, after the... Maybe I should put one here. And then in the remove... yeah, here. Put just a random log, just so we have a line to breakpoint on. I'm sorry for the yawns. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's the first time. I don't care about that. Wait, why is this happening so much? Oh, it's happening for each of these swings. Oh my god, why? It's happening so much. How many times is this happening? Okay, so the remove... I didn't hit that breakpoint. And there was still a cleave in here. Okay, hang on. Okay, we got there. Okay, so that never got reached, which would make sense. Okay. Okay, I know what to do here. I know what to do. The first thing we're gonna do is, I guess, we're just gonna like call the event, or we're just gonna make a custom, custom event. Okay, this event is gonna be called like what? Damage dealt. Or maybe like complete ability, I think is maybe better there. No longer doing that. So we are going to commit the ability. This is our last chance to fail. Well, I would have already checked it, so I don't think we're going to be failing there. But what I need to do is actually end the ability after the delay tick, because I think what was probably happening was this whole ability got like garbage collected over the fucking span of a single tick. So we wait a tick. Wait a tick. Yeah. And then we don't need to do anything on end ability because we're just going to do it right here. I think that was probably the issue. This is also much more straightforward, right? Like that event, I kind of hate hate's a strong word. I think maybe I dislike the sending gameplay events and starting abilities from gameplay events because it's hard to track them through the code base. Like, you know, I guess this is a pretty tightly scoped scenario, so it's not as evident here, but like you can go to abilities and like you can't see it, hang on. Right here, ability triggers. Like you can set up an event to trigger the ability, and it's like when you're sending an event somewhere else in the code, it's pretty far away from this class. You're like, what is this even doing? Right? And then sometimes you're also like, okay, how is this ability getting triggered? And it can be hard to track down because it's not like what I'm about to do, which is oh, I need to cast this. Cast to cleave. What did I call it? Complete ability? Yeah. So this is much easier to understand, like what's happening, right? It's a lot more self-explanatory. And I think the rest of that's probably okay. Okay. Yeah, don't end the ability until after we've removed it. Boom. Okay. Okay, see, we've removed the ability this time. That didn't get hit before. Okay, we had the 3 damage. Boom, and the 1. Bingo! Okay, well, let's make sure I can do it multiple times, and then I wasn't checking, but it should be spending health. Okay, it did like 1. Okay, I'm doing it again. Again. Okay, so yeah, my health regen is it's regenning outside of a tick, it seems. My little tick bar. Maybe it was hard to see. Maybe it was hard to see. Okay, so ability. I should have some sort of effect for the ability on as well. Okay, so we're spending health here. But see, it ticked outside of the bar. When the bar gets to the end is when it should tick, which it did tick there. 1, 2. Yeah, I'll need to figure out what the hell's going on with my regen ticks there. Because that was not, because like, the reason it didn't spend the health at first was because I guess it just like regened real fucking quick. Which I'm wondering if, Dude, what is this song right now? Dude, the xylophone goes so fucking hard in this song. Dude, the xylophone solo. I need one. What was I gonna fucking check? I just got so off track by this song. Oh, I was gonna check the region effect and see if it got, I was gonna see region health, if it applies the periodic on application, and it does. Okay, so I'm guessing what's happening is this region health gets added. Let me look at the logs a little closer here. I think the region health probably gets added. It should be adding, yeah. It shouldn't add on application. So the reason I add it on applications, so this is a periodic effect, and so what that's saying is, like, as soon as you apply this effect, execute one of its periodic things. Which makes sense for me because I also have a wait for region health. Which just it's not periodic, it's just a 10-second wait time, because the 10 seconds go by and then you get the region health tick, and then you get a region health tick every 5 seconds after that is how I have it set up. But I'm guessing what's happening, and then the wait for region health happens whenever you take damage, so that's not getting applied when I'm dealing damage to myself. I think that's what's probably happening here. I think that's what's happening here. So let me check out in my attribute set. I think maybe damage. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't, when I'm applying the ability cost, it doesn't come through as a damage attribute, so therefore this doesn't happen. Right, this is where I apply the wait for region health. And so there's a different kind of scenario that can happen whenever you equip, like, some gear that gives you stamina, which increases your health. Like, I suppose, because I think I turn it off. Do I do it up here? Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, so what happens is if you get to full health, the regen turns off. You know, it wouldn't hurt anything if it was still on and ticking. But yeah, I just removed it to just, I don't need it on. So might as well remove it for performance reasons. Remove regen health. Remove active effects with tags. So yeah, I just remove the regen health when I get to max health. Yeah, and if max health has increased, we may need to start up our regen effect again. This application will be blocked if we are waiting for regen. Okay. So yeah, what happens is we apply this immediately upon health changing. And where do I call this function at? In the pre-attribute change. Okay. So I'm wondering, do I give them the free tick? Do I let, like, this is technically working as intended, right? It's like as soon as you equip a weapon or something, or equip some gear that gives you stamina, that gives you more health, you'll just immediately get a tick of health. Do I want to give them that free tick, or do I want to make them wait 5 seconds? Because I suppose what I could do is just change the wait for to 5 seconds and then change it to not apply, not execute on application. And that would be the same effect, essentially. That may change my, I may need to change the logic for the UI, how it's showing the tick progress on the character panel portrait thingo. I think my regen right now is tuned very high, and I did that on purpose for, like, testing. So I don't think it's going to be, because like what happens is like, I think this uses 10, what did I do for this? It's like 10 or 20 health. It costs 10 health, okay? So I guess I regen 9 health every tick, which is kind of a lot. And so that's why it only went down by 1 there. So now I'm full. Cleaving right here. Yep, just down to 1. Yeah. So I think when the regen isn't tuned so high, because it happens even in combat, which is I think a design choice I made. Because in WoW you don't regen health in combat unless you have specific like you can only do that from gear. You can't do that from stats alone. You have to have specific HP regen gear. I think I'm going to leave that as it is right now. And maybe let's just tune this up a bit to 20 so that I don't throw myself. Yeah, and so another thing here to think about is if I want a random range, because right now I'm just doing the minimum damage. Because I didn't feel like figuring out how to get that to work here. I would essentially need a different ability modifier kind of function here. Because this only takes in a... let's go to the header class here. Yeah, this only takes in a handle. But what if I want a min and max magnitude handle? To do like an RNG. I suppose I could make that pretty quickly, right? Yeah, I could do that pretty quickly. I'm going to say if either one is null, return 0. So let's just set up a min and max in here. Let's do the RNG and then I'll cover creating it after that. Yeah. I did rand range. Do I want to do F rand range? I mean, everything is... There already is floating point damage and everything, so... Might as well. Might as well. I don't know, I kind of like the... No, I like it as integers. I like it as integers. Why am I getting so many damn work emails right now? It is 7:30 in the evening. Oh my fucking god. The most nitpicky ass fucking bug just came in. We're not uppercasing the word set consistently in the CSV that I just built. The CSV download thing that I did. Spare me. Spare me. Okay. So I think I'm going to keep make ability modifier here because most of them use this already. So I think I'm just going to set min magnitude and max magnitude to the same magnitude. And then it's just going to do RNG between the same number, which is going to be a no-op essentially. Then I'm just going to copy paste here and then let's do make ability modifier RNG. And then I'll do a min and max magnitude as parameters. Okay. Wait, what? Ryder, why would you do that? I don't know, why didn't it, didn't pay attention to my consts in there? for some reason. Okay. We need to rebuild yet again. And then I think after I get that working, the RNG working, then I'm going to start doing some effects for the cleave ability. I think I need to play... I need like a slashy... I need like some sort of slashy thing to happen, for sure. I should probably also do that on the, like the power slash ability that I have. Okay, so this should change to make ability modifier RNG. And damage handle. And then I'll need to add the max one here as well. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's test that out real quick. I want to actually see... That did seem to work. But I guess it's doing the same... Let me read here. Did the extra damage? I got 8 extra damage. Okay, so why are they... I thought they would be 3 of the same number. Ah, there's my issue. Okay. So it's actually going to be... What does this return? It returns an ability modifier struct. Oh, here's what I need to do here. Okay, here's what I need to do to make this easier on myself, because I don't want to have to, like... For some reason, doing this right here is, like, kind of arduous. It's kind of arduous. Why can't this be blueprint callable? Huh? I can't make a blueprint callable struct function? Oh my god. Oh, Unreal Engine. Oh. Oh, and this should be static as well. Yeah, that's not gonna... I mean, target was self, so I guess it didn't matter, but it should be static. Okay. So I made an ability modifier. Oh, that's so annoying that you can't do that. I think I want like a... So I kind of want to run the RNG 3 different times for the 3 different hits. It's already happening. It's happening 2 different times, but the reason the numbers were the same on the 2 like off hits is because it was just using. First of all, it was just using only min damage right here, but I guess it already does the RNG. Yeah, I'm applying the same damage spec to both, so I feel like I was gonna make like a little helper. No, I don't need to make a little helper thing. So what we're gonna do here instead is we're gonna replace this here. Put this all the way over here. Okay. Okay, so this is all gonna need to scooch. Come on down. This, I don't, what do I do with this? Put that up there. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna happen in the for loop now. And I guess maybe I don't need to evaluate the curve row in the loop, but it doesn't hurt either, I don't think. Yeah, fuck it. Let's make these variables. Let's make them variables. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now that doesn't need to, you know, that blue line doesn't need to go as far, which is kind of nice. Okay. This is what I hate about blueprints. Sitting here and having to like organize things and reorder them. Like, it's so much easier in code where you can just copy and paste real quick. At least to me. Maybe not to other people, but it's so much more explicit in that regard. Okay, get these all situated. Okay, so now this should be 3 different RNGs of damage. So these should be 3 different numbers, unless, okay, let's try that again. Okay, try. There's a small range. Okay, god damn it. I need 3 different numbers. Come on. There we go. There was 3 different ones. And I don't kill myself, because I check the cost. I was almost out of health there. But I guess if I'm checking the cost, it means I can't execute without killing myself. I would have to, like... I guess I'd have to manually write that in. If I wanted to be able to kill myself by spending health. Yeah, I would need, like, something custom to handle that. Because I guess the default functionality of the gameplay ability system is to not commit the ability if you don't have enough. But this is fine. This is fine now. Okay, let's search for some effects. Okay, I need something slashy. Okay. Okay, open all those up. This is just a. Oh, okay. That could be good. So it like blinks and then does the slash, whereas this one kind of happens at the same time. Double slash. Ooh, that's like a It's like more of an explosion. So I don't think the fire one's too orange. I think either that's ice. Yeah, well, just the yellow one I think is probably a better candidate. Let's look for something else. I want to look for like trail. Okay, that's literally nothing. Okay, that's like a whirlwind. Worm slime trail, swipe trail. I mean, that's another candidate. I like this one better. And it's like the question is, do I try to like play this effect like when damage is dealt? Just on the target that you swing at? Or do I find something that I want to play on each guy that's hit? How do I change the background color? Because I feel like shit's playing here and I just can't see it. Oh, here we go. It's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, can't see a thing. Okay, maybe that's maybe that didn't matter. White? Yeah, background color didn't matter. Okay, no hope there. Oh, why are all these like empty? Shield trail. Also empty. Let's search like swipe. Okay, let's just start with this one. That one looks kind of bad. What's this guy? Well, this one kind of matches that one, so kind of too long though, because I was gonna like maybe play this on each guy that gets hit to show that they got hit. Kind of long though. Oh, cute. Impact. That's not a bad. That wouldn't be a bad one to play on the character. Nor would that one. That one's kind of cool. I don't like this one. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Complete ability. Should I play it in here, or should I do it in here? Well, here's where I have the other targets, so I think probably in here then, yeah. Apply gameplay effects spec to targets. And then let's also spawn emitter at location. And we'll just grab each actor's, whoops, get actor location. Although I kind of want to, if I cast this to pawn, now I have to like get the skeletal mesh component. Get attached component. So this is either the root component or the skeletal component. Get socket location. There we go. Okay, and this returns just a scene. There we go. Okay, so I want to do spine 03 is what I've been using to get like the chest area. Yeah. And so this is happening on each character, which I wanted to do this one. Pop that in there. Rotation, I should probably should probably get the rotation as well. Okay. Auto destroy, yeah. Okay, I want to play some sound too. At that same location. Make sure if I need a world context object, we got one. And the sound, I'll find that here in a second. But I'm just putting that there to remind myself. Do I do one sound? No, I don't want to play a sound on each one. Never mind, ignore that. We're gonna do one sound. I think probably just at the end here. And the location for that sound can probably just be like... Should I just do 2D? Should I play sound 2D here? Because it doesn't really matter that much, but maybe it will. Maybe it will. Okay, and I'll have to figure out like where to play the particle effect here. I want to play this one. So it's going to happen like that. Should I get the weapon location, perhaps? Or should I just play it on the target? Let's start with just on the target, because that's a little simpler. Spawn emitter at location. Might need to, I'm gonna move all this a little bit. This is, it's messy. It's messy. Probably put some of this into a function and stuff. Okay, so we want to scooch that over, give it a bit more space. Let's put that in there. Okay, and then the location is going to be the location, I guess, of the target. Get current target, which should be non-null. And we want to get the location of the chest, which is spine 03. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay. I will give you the. Do you actually need the world context pin? You don't at all. But you're gonna complain about it nonetheless. Okay. Sounds great. And I suppose you do too, huh? Okay, let's see what that looks like now. That looked kind of cool. The rotation was off. That is a very big. Let me turn this one off real quick. Kind of hard to see. Just go straight here. Don't do anything. Yeah, that's kind of a big effect. Slow-mo here. Yeah, that's huge. Is that other one? Is this one as big? Try that one out. It is kind of big. I don't like that one as much either. Is there an easy way I can scale all of that down? Or I'm probably gonna have to duplicate it and mess around with it. Let's go back to that one. I just want to look at this one a little bit closer. Oh, it's a raid. It's Odd Oculus. Hello. You guys are just in time for me to finish the cleave ability that I have been wailing over. I have just been in here whining about Unreal Engine, essentially, for the past 2 hours. How was your stream, though, Odd? What were you working on today? I only popped in for a little bit there at the beginning, so... You were just chatting about DPI when I left. What a baby. I am, dude. I've been whining this whole time. Why not expect you to say that we're just in time for you to finish up? I mean, hey, I can finish up if you guys want to. If that's what the people want, I'll give it to them. It does happen very often, yeah. Inventory stuff. Ah, I see. I have one of those. You haven't done inventory yet? No. Clean haircut. Yeah. That's where I've been for the past week. Been getting a haircut. But yeah, I made this cleave ability. And it's an ability that when you activate it, it stays active and it modifies your next auto swing, your melee auto attack, which is a different ability in gameplay ability system land, and it was actually quite difficult to accomplish. And so I had to modify my ability modifier effect a little bit. This is the cleave ability, so it's not too complicated actually in here. But the key part is I create this ability modifier effect, and then I'm going to set the source ability on that, which is just this instance, and then I'm going to call back to this instance whenever this gets executed. And so here's where all the juice happens, and this is within my... It's kind of like what I built for my talents. I call them ability modifiers, which maybe isn't a great name, but whenever you want to grant your character a talent, right? You go to a talent tree, you click on some talents, and they might say something like, increase damage of X ability by 10% or something like that, which isn't really something that is a default capability of gas. So I wrote this little thing where essentially I just have a specific gameplay effect that I store on the ability system component that I grant to... I don't actually apply it to the character unless that's necessary, but I just have like essentially an array of these. And then there's different scenarios, like calculating damage, calculating crits, calculating an ability's range, an ability's mana cost, how much threat an ability does. There's all these different scenarios, and I've defined those with tags. And so every single one of those scenarios, I go through my ability modifier effect array, and call this function on them. And they're all just instances of essentially a gameplay effect, but it's a special gameplay effect. And then each one has a chance to respond to that. And so for this one, the scenario is damage. And I'm also checking the effect spec, which this is the damage spec that's happening. So I'm checking if it has the melee, the auto attack melee tag on it. And if it does, then we're actually going to do the stuff, do the things. Print screen? You copying? That's cool. I'm happy to go over whatever needs more explanation, or whatever I can. It's nothing too crazy though. It just took a while to like wrap my head. So here's like essentially, that's the meat and potatoes right there, and this modifier effect is just ignore that. That's just a little wrapper I made around the gameplay effect, but it's just got a few things like whether or not I should actually apply it to the character when I grant it. And so some of your more standard talents, like increases crit chance by 5%, you know, you might already have an attribute for like melee crit chance, right? And so you would just create a gameplay effect that's infinitely applied, infinite duration applied to the character, and that increases the character's crit chance. And you don't really need this whole system for that. And so if that's set to true, it just applies it to the character and nothing else needs to happen. I'm planning on summoning things, and so like I may need to modify the abilities of actors that aren't the source ability system component, which is something that's kind of confusing. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do there, but I'm going to try. Corrosion, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Boom, it's also good to see you. Yeah, and so ignore those for now. They don't do anything yet. And then this is what I had to add today to get the cleave ability to work. But then yeah, this is that function. It's a blueprint native event that I was just looking at. So, and then this just returns an array of ability modifiers, which has an operation, which is additive or multiplicative, and then it has a min and max magnitude that does some RNG on that. And these are curve tables. So for each of these different scenarios, the effect level is passed in, and the effect level would be the level of the talent. Or for the cleave ability I'm working on, it's the level of the cleave ability that's passed in. And so you can have it scale with each level a character puts into the talent, or each different level of the ability that it can have. And this value is just like the base value that for whatever scenario this is, threat, mana cost, damage, crit chance, whatever. So that's what happens here. And that's why I call this make ability modifier RNG. That's making one of those. And then at the very end of this, you know, I just return the array of ability modifiers, because you could have more than one. But yeah, checking the ability cost here, because this it's like a latent ability is what this is. Because like it's modifying your next melee swing, and what I'm actually doing with my cleave ability is I'm making it cost health. So you might not have enough health by the time you swing next. So we're checking that there. Because we passed in the source ability. This is where my first whining fit happened. It's because I was trying to figure out like how to just check the ability cost, and I was trying to do it like on a CDO, which like didn't have actor info added to it, and then it didn't have the spec handle, and I was just sitting there bitching and moaning about the gameplay ability system and stuff. But then I was like, you know what I can do? I can just pass the ability around. So I did that, and it works beautifully. Works beautifully. And then this is just like, for cleave, this is getting all the targets, which I should probably pop into a function. I'm just getting near, essentially this is a convenience function for getting the nearest 2 targets within a box, which I believe I just have set to the, I just have it set to the melee range. And then here I'm looping through the targets, applying damage to them, making a damage spec, making that melee physical damage, and then spawning some effects there. So right before you guys showed up, I was trying to decide what effects I should use. And so that's where we are. Okay. Here's what I have so far. Cleave. Boom. Let's do that in slow-mo. Alright, the cleave is activated. Ignore how shitty this animation is. This is like the first time I've ever animated anything. Usually I use better, more skilled individuals' animations. But yeah, I was thinking that effect is actually very big for like what is essentially a simple cleave. I kind of want it to be smaller, so I might try to edit that myself. I was also doing this effect as well. And let me turn that back on. Okay. Okay, so it's happening at the wrong rotation. I actually think that slash is probably fine, size-wise. I want those little impact thingos. I want those to be a little smaller. If I can figure out an easy way, let's duplicate this before I just absolutely destroy whoever made this. Destroy their hard work. Initial size. That has numbers in it. I'm pretty sure, I forget exactly where, but all of these are free particle effects that I think probably came from Infinity Blade. So, yeah, they're Cascade, alright. Destroying particle systems is easy to do. Boom, show me your ways. I'm sure I wouldn't have a hard time destroying them. Yeah, I probably just need to change initial size here. It's like half. I'm just going to halve everything I see, and let's see what happens. 2, 1.5. What's half of 13? Just click a bunch of stuff, you'll do great. 7.5. Is that half of 13? No, it's like 6.5, not 7.5. So now what's half of 17? Why are these tickling my brain? That's like 8.5? Okay, initial size here, 55. What's that, 22.5? 50 is, no, that doesn't make sense. This would be 25. What's half of 55? It would be 57.5, right? Or 27.5. Okay. Impact enemy strong. Okay, let's call this impact enemy not as strong. Not as strong. Nope. Not as strong. There we go. And that is the correct name. Plop that in there. I think that was the right one. Okay. 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 Let's see. I think that was smaller. I think that was smaller. Yeah, that seems fine now. In real time. So, okay, I just need to make that slash face the correct direction. And rotation is my absolute favorite. Me and Quaternions, we go way back. I don't think I'll need to use Quaternions here. I probably just need to like add like 90 or something. Wait, how do I add to a rotator? What? Am I dumb? Wait, why? You should be able to add to a rotator at some... You can't? You have to split it and remake the rotator? Oh my goodness. So it's not like a vector, because rotators are quaternions under the hood. Oh, don't remind me. I suppose that means I can just split this one then as well. And what is it? It's probably yaw that I want to change. Anyway. But it's like, why, like, I feel like I should... I'm doing essentially what I would want the rotator add function to do. I was picturing it being like add vector. Let me grab this. Add. I was expecting it to do this. Which, like, I feel like is definitely possible, even if it's a quaternion under the hood. Maybe I'm too small-brained to understand that. Yeah, let's just add 90. Add 90. And let's actually, I'm going to hide the other effects just so I can see it better. Okay. That still seems... probably 180 that I need? Wait, that happened in a different direction that time. Wait, whose rotation am I using? You guys like this spoopy music though? There's a spooky Halloween lo-fi radio now. And I found it quite hilarious so far. There's some pretty spooky skeletons type music. It's fall now. It's fall now, guys. My favorite. Vibey. Nice. Quaternions are easy if you're... okay, alright. If you're a four-dimensional alien who lives in a world where 720 degrees is obviously a full rotation and everything is made of bivectors. Well, it sounds like you understand it at a much higher level than I fucking do. Dude, once I see that W, I'm like, get out. My brain stops working. And I was working on my building system. Like, I have, like, modular building in the game where, like, the player can build and, make a little house and stuff like that. And they have, I had manual sockets for where everything should connect, and those defined, like, the rotation that things should connect in. And I was like, you know what? Whenever I add something new, I don't want to create all these sockets. So I'm going to try to write some code to automatically determine the rotation, and I gave up on that because it was dealing with quaternions quite a bit. And I just said I would come back to that, and I think that was about a year ago. It was probably about a year ago that I was doing that. Oh god, and that kind of haunts my dreams. I'm dreading that. I'm dreading that. This did not seem super, because at first it wasn't. It was facing one way, and then all the subsequent swings. So this shouldn't be the target. This shouldn't be the target. This should be get owner, not that. You know, you'd think it would. See, here's what's annoying. I typed in get owner. This matches exactly. Why does it not default to that? And then that's the rotation we want. So let's see if that's any more determinate. Okay. Okay, that does seem to be better. Now I added 180 to that. Maybe I don't need that anymore. Hang on. There we go. There we go. So I didn't even need to add anything. Wow. Don't watch that value. Recombine. Recombine. Try searching for for loop. That's the worst culprit. Is there a difference between these two? Ooh, yeah, the indexed one. You know, I wonder if you do for I. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. I don't use this, like, hardly at all in blueprints. If I'm for looping in blueprints, I need this guy. But yeah, if you're searching for the name, like, come on now, come on. And the thing with that, like, this one at least starts at the top, right? Like this goes to the first entry. Get owner, this literally goes to the second entry in the list. Like, what logic are they doing to select that? Getting the correct play montage is annoying too. How many of those are there? Probably don't. Yeah, I'm probably not in a context where that happens very much. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. But yeah, like, what is the logic for how it determines where to go in the list? Because, like, I would be fine if it just always went to the first one. That would be fine. Like, at least that's consistent, right? And makes sense. And I could arrow key down. The accessibility on that is probably a lot better as well. Anyways, I'm getting so distracted by this has just been a bitch and moan night for me. There we go. Okay, let's turn on the other ones. Where was I? There we go. Let's turn on those ones. Let's see how that looks. Now I kind of want those the secondary ones. I need that on the main target as well, I think. And I kind of want them to have like a random rotation to them as well. Can I just make rotator? Is that what I... Okay, that's what I think it is. I guess I don't really... It's the same thing as splitting this. Okay, and I think yaw is probably the right one. Let's add... Just gonna add... Rand... what is it in blueprints? Random float in range, perfect. 0 to 180. And then I also want to essentially do that on the main guy. Which I guess would be down here is where I would want to do that. Scoot that over some more. This class is looking brilliant. Hello, please. Okay. Alright. Oh dear. Okay. So, random float and range, that's still the same. So I just need the, this guy. And copy and paste it. Why not? Do that there. And then, yeah, I need the same thing. Okay, I'm just going straight over. And I get to play my favorite game of organize the blueprint lines. Organize the little noodles in the blueprint. So there is no spaghetti, no mom's spaghetti. I've been playing a lot of Satisfactory recently, so I'm getting more used to the spaghetti, and I think I might just embrace it at some point. What database or mapping is this called? Wait, what is this? When you say, is this called, what do you mean by this? What database or mapping is this called? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what context. Spaghetti database? Yeah, I'm gonna need to index those noodles in a by date range. This relationship mapping. Wait, I'm so confused. Relationship mapping of what? Relationship of what? Oh, like what we're looking at right now. Is that... Okay, doggies. Out. Out. Mom's home, so the dogs are excited. Yeah, the visual, yeah, so Boom, I think, understood you much better than I did. It's, yeah, this is called Blueprints in Unreal Engine. Made the mistake of buying Satisfactory this past weekend. Wonderful game, it's destroying my sleep. Yeah, dude, you got so many side projects you gotta get done, and you've probably forgotten 3 of them already when you went and did another one. But yeah, this is, the noodles you're looking at are from Unreal Engine's Blueprints. It's yeah, their visual scripting solution, which are nice for doing things quickly. But then it gets really annoying, and I start whining whenever, you know, I do a bunch of stuff in C++ as well, and then I come over here and I try to do some things, and it's like, oh yeah, that's just not available in Blueprints, and you're just like, it happens a lot with the gameplay ability system in Unreal Engine. And that's a lot of what I was complaining about before y'all showed up. Yeah, so we're going to play that on that guy as well. There we go. Did those have random rotations? Yeah, they did. They did. You're building your game completely in Blueprints. Haven't found anything I need C++ for. Yeah, I don't know that it's... I guess there are a few things that you would need to do. I guess like the more like multi-threading and stuff that you do, that's like that's probably not fully supported in Blueprints. I think to set up the gameplay ability system, you have to write a few lines of code in C++ as well. But yeah, you don't necessarily need to, I don't think. And you know, they say, as Dr. Elliott pointed out earlier, looping in Blueprints can be unperformant. You're making your own gas in Blueprints? C++ scary. When I first, it was about 2 years ago, when I first started, like, I was learning both Unreal Engine and C++. I've never written C++ before Unreal Engine. And I was also learning how to, like, I was doing procedural terrain. So I started all that at once, and it took me fucking months. And I was doing that in Visual Studio. Gross. Gross. This is looking good. Let's get some sounds. And this is the part of the stream where I rip off Vanilla WoW here. I'm sure there's a cleave. Cleave target. He's waiting. Yeah, that's the cleave sound already. Hell yeah. Okay, exported. What folder is this in? This is in just like spells or whatever? Where's it at? Cleave target. Okay, it's just in spells. Cool. A little quiet. That's okay. By sound at location, cleave. There we go. It's actually very quiet. Yeah, that might need to be turned up a little bit. $1.5? There we go, that sounds better. Yeah. That sounds nice. It's a good sound. Sounds like someone banging you, though, if it's done fast enough. Yeah. Maybe I should. That's an Easter egg for Uber King Kong in the game. Someone's gonna show up and start banging you, and that sound's gonna play over and over again. It's gonna run at 119 instead of 120. The horror. Anytime someone says the horror, hang on. I gotta look up this scene. Who's seen Zombieland? There's a scene. Oh, help, he's on the ceiling. Payoff's huge, wait for it. Oh, here we go.
Smooth, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hurry, he's on the ceiling, come get him. Oh, avoid
Light him
the
up, Ray!
chandelier.
See on the other side, Pete.
Oh, he's so disgusting.
Don't cross the street! I don't want to cross! Don't cross the street!
Oh, help, he's on the ceiling. The horror. That's what I think, even though she doesn't say that. She says hurry. I always think the horror. Some of the C++ stuff isn't scary. Once you get in far enough, Epic's engineers talk to themselves in the comments. Well, once they elevate to my level of talking to myself in my own head, maybe they'll actually end up documenting their code elsewhere. Makes it easier to pretend you have coworkers. Yeah, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that I don't think that source code is a proper replacement. Is a replacement for proper documentation, which is what Epic seems to. It's. Do I feel like this is still the slashy effect is. Ding. I feel like the slashy effect is still happening on my target rather than go away. Hit current target, get socket location. Yeah, it is happening on the target, but the rotation is mine. It is the rotation of my player character. Yeah, I think that works. I think that's fine. Okay, so I think the next thing that I want to do is I used to have a button press. There's my Frost Nova. So now they're all rooted. If they actually had AI, you could tell. But I used to have like oh my god, that happened 3 times on that? Interesting. Okay, so yeah, my number 8 ability. It enchants my weapon with fire, and then I deal fire damage for 10 seconds. And for some reason, when I do that, it deals all 3 damage on that guy. Which is an interesting side effect of cleaving. Like, it should deal the fire damage on each one. Which is what I was checking. But I have like button press. I used to have little button press overlays on here, but I think when I did the cooldown overlay, that little radial thing that pops up on there, I think that I might have broken that. So I would like my little button press overlay to come back. That's another thing I want to fix. I'm going to write that down. I only have space for one more ability before I have to make more action bars. And then I want some sort of effect that shows like the 0 ability is the cleave. Yeah, they got health regen. Yeah, so like you'll also see it on my character as well. But like if I were to cleave, actually spends health, so my health is going down. But you can see the little ticker. It's broken on targets. The ticker is not. Ticker is fine on mine, but it's broken on the enemy one. 'Cause mine's taking at the appropriate time. I don't know how easy that is to see on the stream. It's pretty small. Programming is just so boring to me. Finding where I missed the capitalization or semicolon, I just can't be bothered. You programming in Nope, that's what you were talking about, Elliot. Yeah. I mean, I get his point. There's a lot of tedium in programming, and even if you know where you missed the semicolon, it's still annoying to go back and put it there. But I don't know. I find the tedium of like, oh, let's align that. Let's put that there. Oh, I need that up there. Up, boop, boop, boop. Not right there. Right. Okay, perfect. That I hate that so much more, so much. But I've been a programmer for like fucking 10 years now, so I guess I'm just more used to writing code. See the real issues: Epic's engineers and developer relations staff are insulated from each other. Yeah, I mean, the Unreal Engine is such a big fucking program. Like, I mean, there are probably like teams and orgs and departments of people that have no idea what's going on in another section of the engine. So it's kind of hard to write ballistic documentation in that kind of a atmosphere. But like the documentation, half the time the engineers genuinely don't know whether their documentation has been published yet. But like, why would that be a process, I guess? Because like my ideal process for writing like I publish my own documentation for work, right? Like we write our documentation in code, and when we submit the CL, it goes live. So it's not like there's no process for it, right? To get reviewed by developer relations or anything. But I suppose that would be... Mine's all internal, mine's not like public, so I guess they need someone to read it over to make sure they're not like what, writing profanities in the documentation. But yeah, what am I going to work on next? Should I fix that? I think I should fix the fire. Let me try it with a different weapon here. We're going to cleave with dual wield here. So. Okay, so here's with the fire. That feels nice. But yeah, that damage is happening on the wrong target. Okay, so let's get rid of some of these. And then let's open up the imbue weapon ability, because I think that's going to have something to do with it. Okay, what am I gotta remind myself what I'm doing here. It should be similar to the cleave ability, so I'm granting myself an ability modifier effect. I am applying that to myself because it has a duration. Yeah. And then just some sounds and effects there. And then in the ability modifier, apply gameplay effect spec to target. And that is the damage effect spec, which, where did that, oh, this is in the event graph. Right. So we need to go here. This is what happens first. Yeah. Yeah, we just make the damage effect. Yeah, the damage effect getting made is fine. It's how it's applied, I suppose. To target component. Let me see how this cleave is applying. Yeah, I mean it's so the cleave. So what's the order of operations here? I suppose. I guess it depends on what order the effects are added in. Well, damage happens first regardless, I'm pretty sure. Lycos, hello. We have a pretty funky Perforce setup with manual pre-staging of their internal stream. And then stuff gets copied off the git mirror, and then there are parts they're afraid to add more hooks to. Yeah, I've never worked with Perforce, so all of what you said is quite foreign to me. It makes my head feel fuzzy. Oh, by the way, guys, what do you think of this emote? What do you think of this? Does that look like me? Does that look like me? I just got this today from an artist I found on Fiverr. I think it looks good. I think it looks like me. So we'll probably end up ordering more. Ooh woo. Yeah, that's chibi me. That's chibi my drawing right there. It's cute as fuck. Don't deny it. But yeah, I actually have a pretty funny idea that I'm gonna do with some on-screen emotes, or the on-screen version of me. I think it's gonna be pretty funny. Might take a while to get done though, so don't hold your breath for anything. Yeah. Okay. So what's the order of operations here? So damage gets dealt, or it hits my execution calculation, which thanks to Odd is now nice and optimized. It doesn't. This is the knowledge he gave me. You can actually have a mutable spec in here, which I didn't know. But yeah, we go here, we calculate crit. Right here, the crit extras, which doesn't matter. Oh no, that's damage. Crit's up here. Crit's right there. Okay, yeah, so we get down to damage. So we're calculating. We're applying the ability modifier effects with the damage tag, which goes through here. And then the incoming damage, or the outgoing damage, is going to get modified by this whenever this returns. But it's not going to return yet because it applies damage effects. These are damage effects right here. It applies them to each target, which comes from a trace. And so these ones actually get executed first. Well, what would happen is these would go through the execution calculation. And then it would come through here and get the ability modifier effects, which would pick up the fire one, the imbued weapon effect. I mean, this just does target component. And nothing in here is like standing out to me. This is all happening. Okay, let's put some breakpoints in here then, I suppose. Let's put a breakpoint here and we can see what target component is each time. Okay. So we have... Can I see the name of this at all? Oh my goodness. Of course I can't. Of course I can't. I've warmed up to Perforce over the years. It isn't perfect, but it handles simultaneous file level and project level versioning in a way that other tools can't. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's great for like assets and like art and stuff like that as well. And really, what half the people do with monorepos and Git is really just an attempt to copy what Perforce does out of the box. I don't know, man. I work at Google, so we've got probably the biggest monorepo out there. It's based off Mercurial, is like the underlying technology there, but they've written their own shit on top of that quite heavily. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to say that with confidence. But maybe Google counts as the half that actually is doing something different with their monorepo. And by the way, I fucking miss not working in a monorepo sometimes, dude. Oh, it gets so annoying. They'll just have some random ass shit break you that has nothing to fucking do with you. And of course, like, the Google infrastructure is so fucking deep that you're like, okay, is this some underlying technology that I've just never learned that we rely on, or is this actually something that doesn't fucking matter? You get to play that game. Oh, it turns out someone just was able to submit something that broke everyone that has nothing to do with you. And you're just like, how the hell does that happen? Yeah, I guess I should print then the name of the targets here. Imbue weapon target. Okay. Oh my god, it's still not getting me, like, a unique name. Wait, why is that? Doesn't it usually, am I tripping, or doesn't it usually give you a unique name? Is that what I should be doing instead? Nope, that's not giving me a unique name either. What am I looking for? In editor builds, this is the actor label. In non-editor builds, this is the actual object name. How do I get like I just need something unique to identify these by. In C++ it's fine. Odd. Is it, do I need to, ooh, maybe I need to give it the world. Maybe that's why. Okay. Okay, now I have, it's the same character target. Google was a Perforce shop before they started in on Piper. They're literally the OG. How can we do this Perforce thing with in-house tools? I mean, that had to have been 20 plus years ago. It's crazy you know that. But I mean, from my understanding, what Perforce was used for is what you were saying with like working on the same files in terms of like locking the file and unlocking the file, checking it out and stuff like that. Not necessarily like code. But why is this the same? More importantly. So I guess let's first of all copy that. Let's go up into here. Log it here, see if it's the same. It is not. Interesting. Oh, and that's why, hang on, let me do this guy. Oh my god, it's like stacking up so much. Interesting. So here we had actually kind of hard to tell what order this happens in. Let's this is imbue weapon, apply mod. Okay, so the apply mod does actually happen. The apply mod one happens for each unique character. But I suppose, interesting, so let's add, it's probably because we're switching scopes that the target components not sticking around properly. Yeah, maybe I should maybe I should pass the other things in there as well. Let's start with that, though. You're taking other kinds of damage too, like bleeds? Well, I have this imbue weapon ability that like adds some fire damage, right? When I cleave, it's all happening to one guy, rather than each one. Which is interesting. Yeah, the target, it's weird because like these logs right here, like the first three show each one 3, 2, and then blank. It shows each enemy character. But then when I get to the event graph, it's using a different one, even though I'm fucking passing it. The target. And I'm doing it in the event graph to delay it slightly, so that like the FX and stuff don't happen at the same time. Like, because like there's a regular axe swing sound, and then there's a sound that plays when you hit them with the fire imbued axe as well. I didn't want those sounds to happen at exactly the same time. But I guess I guess what happens is like I think what I need to do is maybe put this into a variable, because this delay happens. I'm not sure what fucking happens after that. Not sure what would happen after that. Oh, I also wasn't passing in the name as well either. So that's why the logs didn't look correct. Okay, the log is still logging the incorrect ones, so... I mean, I found where the issue is happening, I just don't know why. I don't know why. Let's, I'm also gonna do this. This will be, pre-delay. Okay, so it all happened to the same guy again. Yeah, so something's happening with the delay. It's directly due to the delay. So the pre-delay happens, and it has the right character that's supposed to apply to. But then after the delay, it's all the same. And I'm gonna guess because... So I have this, I'm in the apply ability modifiers function. And here's the event I'm calling. So we go to the event, we get here, we hit this wait delay, and I assume then this finishes, this returns. And when this returns, something, I don't know exactly what would happen. It returns, and then what happens elsewhere? What fucking code have I written? Task owner is self component. Maybe I should make that target. Does that change anything? The owner of the task? No, that didn't change anything. That didn't change anything. Can you put the damage on that log too to see whose enemy character 2, 3 do their identities change on each attack? I'm not sure that would help me debug this at all. Like, I don't necessarily need to know which character is which. I don't think their identities change. I don't think that's a thing that happens in Unreal Engine ever. And like, I guess the problem is it all goes to one target. So even if I knew like which character each, you know, instance of damage was supposed to go to, I would still not understand why. Okay, let's just sanity test. Let's just get rid of that real quick. Well, maybe not delete it. We'll just see, does this work right? Yeah, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. And so it's playing the fire effect too, which is cool. Nice. That feels satisfying. Again, I keep clicking the wrong classes here. So, do I just not give a shit about doing the delay? Because it's not that important. Not that. It doesn't change it that much. I mean, it has something to do with, like, I'm sure the ability system and how it works when abilities end and stuff like that. I don't even know that sounds that different. You know what? Fuck it. We're not doing that. Not doing that. Okay, get rid of that. Yep, delete that. Copy there, go there. Actually, do this now. That gets a bit simpler. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. Put it at the end. Well, that fixes that problem. Note to self, don't do that. Don't add delays in ability modifier effects, which is kind of annoying. I suppose I should probably be handled in gameplay queue actors if I actually wanted that kind of functionality. But yeah, that fixed that issue. That fixes that issue. Nice. I never actually tested. I want to make sure this doesn't. Okay, this doesn't get the fire abilities. You know, nice little aim ability here too. Headshot. Should do headshot modifiers. Oh, and you know what's going to be cool? Oh, I gotta check this out. Okay, so does it pierce through multiple enemies? That's a great idea for a next ability. That is a great idea for a next ability. Or maybe a ricochet or a multi-shot are also some ideas I've had as well. But check this out. Okay, so here's some talents I have so far. This is like my first like cool talent, or it does something a little fancy. It's actually like got a side effect on it. So I called this Fire Starter. Your direct fire damage has a 4% chance per level to inflict the target with a burn, which will cause. I have X here, but it's just because I haven't done like dynamic text in here yet. But it'll cause some amount of fire damage every half second for 5 seconds, and this chance is doubled for critical strikes. So get that, it's 20% chance to do that now whenever direct fire damage happens. I also have increases fire damage dealt by 5% per level, so 15% increased fire damage. And then here I have extra melee crit chance by 5%. And remember, double chance for crits. So it's a good combo here. And then I have the cleave, which I have the imbue weapon with fire, which will deal fire damage on each attack. And then I have the cleave, which will do that fire damage to each person. Now I just froze them on accident. Yeah, so that's I killed him pretty fast. Distraction shot makes enemy dance in place unarmed for 15 seconds. That's a great Easter egg. You know, there is the on that note, boom, an idea I had. How do I find what I'm looking for? It's in my WoW anims. Where am I? Wait, what is this? Go away. Wait, why did this just crash? Are you serious? What even just happened? I like clicked and dragged something. Oh, the floating text anchor, get anchor location. Text actor is null here. Okay. Didn't know that was a thing. Okay, well, where I was going with that, boom, was there, like, I have the dancing. Maybe I can show it in here. Maybe not. I don't think I can actually show the animations in here. But I have the dancing animations. And I was thinking that, like, I could make a faction of these just like really weird like psychos, and they just wear boots, underwear, and a helmet. That's all they wear. They don't wear anything else, and they have this unique ability to like put you, like hypnotize you with their dance moves. And so they just like stand there and dance in front of you, and like the human male dance in WoW is very hip thrusty. It's a little risque. And so I was thinking that like whenever you get hypnotized by these hip thrusts, you know, you kind of like wander around disoriented, something like that. This is what I had in mind. This. That's what I pictured when you said that, Boom. Don't ask me why this comes into my head so easily. The classic, yeah, like, and like, what if it zooms in to the crotchular region as well, and then like the background goes all like blurry or some shit, or like, you know, crazy colors. You just like go on like a mushroom trip because these weird ass fucking dancing psychos that hypnotize people. Wanani Chiabs, long time no see indeed. Yeah, I was kind of I was busy last week, so I couldn't stream. Last time I was here, we were working on terrain generation. What are we at right now? So we've been doing a ton of ability stuff now, and I can show some of those off. Yeah, I have like God, it's been a while since you've been here. So I have like dual wielding now, so I can dual wield. And I've got like, this adds like fire on each attack. Now I'm doing like double damage, and I can cleave and do that damage to everyone. I'll freeze them all. It's nice blizzard ability I got here, a little targeted AoE. And now he's slowed. He's got like a little slow effect on him now, so that's another one. I did ranged attacks as well. There's a ranged auto attack here. Boom, boom, and then I have like a little boom, boom, a little double tap right there. And here's like a manual aimed ability that I'm planning to give headshot modifiers to. Maybe a little melee special ability there. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I've been working on here. And then I have some talents too, which I was just showing off the combo of dealing direct fire damage while also has a chance to burn them, to set them ablaze. And critical strike effects have twice the chance to do so. So I can either do that with like a fireball, maybe catch him on fire. No, not there. Or with this fire ability, which I cleave with as well. But for some reason that guy does not want to catch on fire. Will you just hurry up and catch fire and die, please? Thank you. God. Yeah, I successfully made the arrow stick into his head there, if you saw that. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Yeah. But tis getting late, and I am a bit hungry. I'm a hungry boy. So I need to send you guys somewhere. Now, I don't know anyone online, actually. So I don't know where I'm going to be able to send you guys to. Is anyone using Unreal Engine? Twitch Interactive Minigame Monday. Okay, this is Brightside Movement. He seems to be using Unreal Engine. I'm going to send you guys over there. So be sure to say
Still
hello.
didn't even do what I want.
Thank
I
you
still
all
need to fix one
for
of my fixes the problem. I keep fucking getting caught up in the simulator.
thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. We'll probably be
Oh, yeah,
on
we make pizza
tomorrow
for this
night as
fucking
well,
guy.
and Wednesday night
Let
I
me
plan
find out where this
to.
shit
Hopefully
is.
some new emotes and stuff coming in soon. So that's super
What have you
exciting.
been working on though, bud? Have you
But
been-
yeah,
have
thanks
you
for
been
hanging
in
out,
it as
guys.
well?
Love talking to you all. So take care. Bye.
I said to somebody was asking me, Chow was asking me today, he's like,